It's just another day in paradise. Hey guys, it's Vlogimator here. We are now on scene 6 of this animation project, and I would just like to show you how it's done. So, when we left off last time, I had finished this scene. This is scene 6, and now, after Farmer Judson throws his here bone, the puppy will try and catch it. Oh look, actually we were working on that. I got behind myself. Anyway, so what we're going to do today now, and apparently, is get a background here and have this bone go flying through the sky. So good thing I opened up this, because now we can use this as a reference image for the color palette. So I can have similar colors here. Now, here we go. Let's get started. I will just get you up to speed. Remember, does anybody remember what size of brush I was using? I think it might have been size 2. You gotta remember these things. You can't rush. Okay, let's go size 3. Over here I got my layers. You know, all you layer knowledgeable people. What you do is you create a new layer and you name it background. That's what I do. I just do B, capital B, K, capital G, D. Background. And we scroll down here. So this will be fun. We'll get started here, and I'll see if we can't also have a party. Hold down shift to make a straight line for the ground. Alright. Today I had waffles for breakfast. I think you wanted to know that. And not only were they delicious. Sorry, that was a bad tree. Let's get in closer here. They were covered in syrup. Luscious syrup. And I think syrup's a good thing for the world. Sometimes you can get too much of it, but that's, you know, you gotta be careful. Anyway, so again, for those of you who don't know or can't read my mind, we are working on an animation project here for using the program Photoshop CS5 at the moment. That's what I'm working in. And I don't like what I did there at all. You can leave that though. It'll be like a weird overlay. No, we can't leave that. And once we get these scenes drawn in Photoshop, we will then merge them in Motion Artist, made by Smith Micro or something like that, they're called. And we'll have a motion graphic, motion comic. This was an idea that just happened, and I just like, hey, let's do it, and that's what happened. We're still in the beginning stages of it. We will get to animating and all the other fun stuff, but right now we've got to design the scenes, and that's what we're doing. Okay, I kind of made those trees up, but I think you can forgive me. What I'm going to do here, I had a great idea. Okay, I'm going to build a second background layer, because if you have different background layers, one further than the other, then when you get to animating this, you can have them like one closer. Well, you can have them move individually, so it looks like there's depth. That'll be cool. So just you wait. Brush back to layer 2. Man. And put like a tree right here. You don't have to know that's not actually a tree. There, that's all you need. Just a couple of them. You're the artist here. You just do it however you want. Now it looks a little funky now, but when I put color on it, you won't be able to see that they're overlapping. Okay. And that's actually what we're going to do today. Let's put some color on it. We'll start by doing the sky. Let me make sure we label these correctly, guys. You gotta remember to do that, so you don't get confused. Background 2, and then another layer called sky. Now, while I get these things colored, I wanted to share with you a story. Remember how I said it's a beautiful day in paradise? That's because right now I was trying to remain positive as the world around me freezes. It's cold outside, guys. It is cold outside. Like 17 degrees right now, which I know it's been worse, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of snow, and well, you know, that's a thing that is not warm. And I don't have anything inherently wrong against snow. Like, it's fun to play in, but sometimes you get cold. And I'm gonna just draw this ellipse right here, this gradient to give a sky. What sky did I have here? I didn't gradient it. Guys, why don't you tell me to gradient the sky? That's okay. Okay. Now I'll color in this background one. We duplicate it so we can draw on another layer that's underneath it. You don't have to duplicate it, but I don't find that it makes the lines thicker, and I kind of like that. So that's what I do it. That is why I do what I do. Remember, if it's farther away, it'll be what? According to laws of physics, it'll be lighter, I think. Because like the fog of war will set in. Sometimes I draw them darker, but I'm going to draw them lighter. And I think that we'll see if that works. We're going to learn together. And if that's wrong, just tell me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Remember, in your tools, if you're using a touchpad, like a bamboo Wacom tablet, like I am using, sometimes it'll try and use the pressure of your pen to control the opacity, and we want to take that pen pressure off by going into these settings here that you just saw me do. The brush settings. And it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Did I not take it off? Transfer, uncheck. Let's just do that. Okay. What is going on here? Uncheck? It just turns it right on. What is up with that? It's trying to... Weird. It's not working. Help me! Help me! Oh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That's the exposure out. Where'd the opacity jitter go? Weird. Okay, so we are running into technical difficulties, and we're not quite sure why. But now I don't think we will. Except now I got things that I don't want. Okay, now we've got it. Now we've got it. So it is snowy outside, and I like it for a while. I don't know about you. I grew up in snow basically every winter, and it's fun. I've made igloos. I made snowmen. I went sledding every once in a while, and it's fun a little bit. But it is not so fun to drive in when it's slippery, and it's also really cold. So you got to bundle up. And I think it causes seasonal blues, as they say. But I'm doing alright because I have this fantasy world of warm, sunny, sunshiny puppy land to escape to. Whatever. Let me get rid of that. Okay. But sometimes you just slip in this stuff. You just slip and slide. It gets so icy, you don't even need to go ice skating. You just walk outside and that's the sound of you slipping on the snow. I did this. I've done this several times. I've seen other people do it. I was walking up to go to school on campus, and there's a big hill going up to the campus, and I was walking. There were some people walking behind me, and I get to this part of the sidewalk where it gets really, really steep all of a sudden, and it looks cleared, but it was actually glassy icicles like none other. And so I start walking up it and just slide down. Like, I can't walk up the sidewalk. It's too steep and I don't have enough traction. So I stop. I audibly say, yeah, that's not going to happen, to nobody in particular. I'm just talking out loud. And there's these two guys behind me that I guess ignored my warning, my audible warning, because as I go around it, you know, tranching through the snow, that's a word, right? Tranching through the snow, they continue to go up where I had just tried and failed. So I go around and I give them a backwards glance as they try and walk up it, and then I look forward, like, you know, it's okay. I'm just gonna pretend that you guys are smart enough to figure it out on your own, and I keep walking, and then I hear basically these two guys tried to walk up, and they just like was slipping all over each other. They fell down. They could not make it up, and it was quite embarrassing for them. And I tried to warn them, and they didn't listen. so they slipped, and I kept walking and couldn't help but laugh all the way up to campus because it was funny. Maybe you would have had it been there, but let me tell you, it was funny. It reminded me of the time when I myself had slipped, although I had nobody there to warn me, and I was in my car. I was walking one day to my car after work. Work had gotten out, and I went to my car, and then guess what happened? I got in my car, and I turned on the heater because it was really, really cold. And then I go to drive out. Now, when you drive out of the parking lot of where I work, there's a stop sign of, you know, saying, stop here before you go into the road of public lands where other people and other cars are driving along. And I stop at this stop sign. And Ford realizes he's drawing on the above layer. No, he's not. That was weird. Oh, okay. So I stop at this stop sign. And I came to a complete stop. I don't know what got into me, but I did that. And you know, it was a nice feeling. However, my car, although my wheels were no longer spinning, my car did not stop. No, it did not. My car slid down, like right where you escape. There's the exit of the parking lot. There is a dip, like a, you know, rain gutter type dealio. So it's quite the chasm right there where that rain gutter is. So I stop, and my car slides down into this dip, into this chasm, and comes to a complete stop down there in the middle of this chasm, this little rain gutter. And so I'm like, oh, I didn't stop quite where I wanted to stop, but I did stop. And like, well, it's time to go. I put my foot on the gas pedal, ready to get out of there, ready to go home, and the wheels begin spinning like the wheel of fortune. It just spins and spins and spins and spins. It is lodged in between this rain gutter so perfectly that it is not going anywhere. What's wrong with this? It is not going anywhere. I'm trying to leave work and I cannot. My car had rolled itself into a predicament, and I was not having it. I was not having it. So what I did was I got out of my car. Well, I put my hazards on. I'm like, okay, I'm stuck here. I get out of my car, and pause story. I gotta check. I don't like, see how my brush is, when I click, it's not the right size. It sizes the brush according to how much pen pressure I put on it. Size jitter. We're gonna take the pen pressure off. There we go. So now it'll just be the size I want it. Okay. I go in back to where I work, back to the coworkers I had left previously, and say, yo, this is really embarrassing. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. I can't leave, guys. My car got stuck. And I say, I recruit their help. They come out and help me, and the three of them push my car out of the rain gutter, and I am free to go. But boy, was it slippery. Hee hee hee. So, yeah. Avoid the ice at all costs, and be careful, especially when you're driving in the snow. Like I don't slip and slide a lot, you know, Not a lot, but I have done it. Hang on, let me open another reference image. Ignore that. Pictures, art, dog. This has color in it. See, that's I did the wrong colors. I need darker. All right. Anyway, but sometimes you just gotta drive carefully in this kind of snow. Unless you don't have snow, then you're good to go. So yeah, there we go. What do you think? I think it's fine. Although to be fair, I kind of think this should have happened. Yeah, I like that better. I think I like that better. Do I like it better darker? I kind of do. But then, so my whole color scheme just got out of whack. Because now I feel like those should be darker. See, I don't know. Oops. Not sure what I did wrong. Should they be darker? You, why don't you tell me? Maybe just a little bit darker, not so pastel-y. I mean, it's a cartoon, right? You know, it doesn't have to follow physics. Not if it doesn't want to. So you might be wondering... hang on. You might be wondering, Ford, how long have you been animating? To which I would answer, I'm glad you asked. It has been, you know, quite the adventure. I grew up basically with a pencil in my mouth. I mean, hand. I when I was a young lad, and I would attend my sabbatical, my Sabbath day activities, I would sit and I would draw pictures. When I, of course, in between paying attention and not paying attention, I would draw pictures. But I mean, I was young, okay, and my brother showed me that if you had a notebook and drew a picture on the corner of one page, and then drew another picture on the corner of the next page, you could indeed draw so many pictures that when you flipped the book, you had moving art. And I thought that was fascinating. I did. So fascinating that I did that. And then eventually, once I figured out how to use Microsoft Paint, and I did it in PowerPoint too. I used PowerPoint, I used Windows Movie Maker, and I just found as many ways as I could to make animation. My first animation was terrible. Terrible. I just used the wrong color, guys. Why didn't you stop me? Okay. And so it's been, you know, it's been a long time. My first animated video, I think, was in like 2009, or I was 13. So I don't want to do the math because that's not what I'm here for. But it's been a while, and I just do it for fun. It's fun. Now let's take a pause here and let's get some highlights. We're gonna get into the details. We have fleshed in a background. We're gonna detail it a little bit. I should stop making up words. You know what I just realized? I drew these trees wrong. If you watch one of my vlogs on my other channel, I show you how to draw trees. And again, I have reverted to my kindergarten tree drawing style. I did not draw this accurately. So, that's kind of embarrassing. Can't even take my own advice. But I'm gonna have to make do with what I got. Do 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 do. That's how they became the Brady Bunch. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who put that shape there? Okay. Nope. Highlights on the top. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so here we go. We get this coming along, and soon enough, you have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Because those are like Christmas trees. Can't you see? Don't you understand? And we'll leave them kind of lackluster, without detail because they're far away. We're just going to get some other colors in there, that's all. That's how it's done in the neighborhood. And oh, you know what? I kind of should have took off the I probably should have put the pen pressure back on. Cause you want to know why? I'll show you one. If you go into the brush and put the transfer back on, the opacity with the pen pressure, then when you do this, you can fade it without the fade tool. And then use the fade tool on top of it to get extra fade. That's right. So that's all you need of those trees. These trees on top of it need to be light. Huh, wrong layer. Alright. Where were we? Oh yes. We were having fun. It has come to my attention that these videos may or may not be too long, and that I could, if I wanted to narrate, I could just do it quicker by recording the video, speeding it up, and then narrating. Now I don't know how I feel about that. It has, you know what, guys, I made a very, I don't know if I'll do that anyway, to finish that thought. But I might do that. These videos might be less longer than they are now. I made a crucial mistake, but I'm gonna fix it, I think. And this is an artistic mistake that I should not have made. The trees in the background, I think, would be more appropriate to be one color instead of the trees in the foreground. And I did just the opposite. I don't know who taught me, but I have been not doing that appropriately. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, the further away they have, the less detailed they should be. And the ones that are closer, the ones I'm doing right now, are all in color. So that's not detailed at all, and they should be more detailed. So that poses a problem. But what I'm going to do to fix this is draw even more trees, or just bushes maybe, in front of these that are different colors. I think that'll fix it and give it even more depth, which there's nothing wrong with more depth. As soon as I'm done fading this here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So if I just go like this, type in a quick bush, and sketch him out with 3. Huh. Brush. I want the brush. In fact, I'll even do him sketchy. And just a little pine tree here. Actually, hang on, let me think about this. A bigger bush. But you see what I did wrong? I don't know why I let myself do that. I really don't. And I don't really like that, but it might have to do. Huh. Okay, let's put these bushes in here. There's no time to waste. No time to waste. Time is not for wasting. No time to waste. Now you know I'm not on American Idol. That's just not my thing. But I will sing anyway. Ooh, I like that. You can draw this way too, guys. You see that? I'm just... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun. You use this for the darker, and then you go on top of it for the lighter edges, and bam. I don't know. It works to me. I say it works. And just blurify it. See, that's the fun thing. You can just make things up. Isn't learning fun just as much as fun as art is? Okay, erase that. Now if you remember, I did highlights and shadows with black and white. That kind of gives it the extra depth, which I think I'll have to do at least on these front bushes. Did these bushes completely eliminate the problem of all my trees being the same color? No, but they definitely helped. Also, why are they in front of the background? There we go. Okay, so brush, highlight, shrink it. Control plus, control plus, shrink it. There we go. Get these highlights going like it is white. I know, it is really white. But it's for the good. It's for the good of the detalles. Los detalles, como dicen. Y por aquí. And over here. That's what I said. And then we can even put some black detalles, because that's also a thing we do. You need all the colors. All the shaded colors in the spectrum here. I feel like though I didn't do enough white. I mean, not enough, just, yeah, some faded white. Money talks, but it don't sing and dance, and it don't dance. Okay, I'm reaching the end of my rope here. So I think we're starting to see this for what it needs to be. Bam! Okay. So, any problems? Are there any problems here? Yes, the dog's not in the right spot, and I haven't finished the bone, which needs to be done. So, we'll go ahead and move this guy real quick to down here. And then we'll get this bone here. Bone. Put it to the top. Guys, we are almost done. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for following along, or watching and enjoying. And this has been, I just want to appreciate your kindness. I do. I don't want to appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It's been fun, has it not? I have had fun. So let's finish out this bone here and say ciao for next time. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And I'm gonna be real with you. Actually, let's go back to what the seriousness I brought up before. I might speed these up. I don't think there is much reason to have this in real time. Kind of takes a while. So, as much as I enjoy doing this, I'll continue to do it, but I might speed them up. I just might do that. So next video might be shorter than this. We will see. We will see. It's probably gonna happen. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But it might happen. Okay. So there's my bone. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are great. Have a nice day. I did realize that I forgot to draw the shadow on the dog, which I should do now before I leave. Psych! I was almost done, and then I just... Give me 5 minutes. Give me less than 5 minutes, hopefully. Like 1 minute. Make it black and draw the shadow. I could do it round That makes it easier. For now, we'll keep it like that. Okay. There you go. And then the shadow of the bone would be like maybe over his back or something. We'll take care of that later. Guys, have a great day. Peace out.